The whimsical style is tied to imagination and a bit of wit. That's why the purpose of this video is to go beyond technique, beyond realism, and really focus on emotion and the story being told. Hi creatives, my name is Lauren with Lauren Elizabeth Animal Art. If you're new here, welcome. I help creatives master technique and unlock their style in animal art. I also create cheerful, colorful pet commissions and originals. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can build that story and capture that whimsy charm in your animal portraits. And tomorrow, guys, is the last day to register for my free Be Free Painting and Walking Challenge. This mouse tutorial is one of 4 free tutorials that I'll be providing. Beginner walkers, welcome. This is your chance and even your children's chance to unplug, unwind, and reconnect with nature, and then pull that back into your art. I encourage you to check out the link down below to my Be Free Painting and Walking Challenge. All right, creatives, let's get to it. Now, people connect more with narrative-driven work, okay? It makes the art feel more alive, more personal, and more meaningful. So that means it's a piece driven by that storytelling aspect, okay? It has characters, it has emotions, it has a compelling story that it's telling to the viewers. So our choice of color is one way we can help express that emotion. So let's talk first about the colors we can choose based on the mood, not on realism. Color can really set the tone of a piece. So first, for the sunflowers, I'm going with a vivid, bright yellow. Yellow is one of the warm colors, just like red and orange. Warm colors evoke the emotion of excitement, happiness, energy, and warmth. And especially yellow, this is a very cheerful color. Now, I've elevated that color even more by placing not only violet, the complement of yellow, but also a cool color contrasting the warm color. Now, in a little bit, I'll move on to the leaves and the green part of the sunflower. Those are cooler colors that I add. Purple and green and blue are all cooler colors. So to bring balance to that joyful energy from the yellows and oranges, I'm adding blues and some turquoise and greens to create this sense of calmness and tranquility from those cooler colors that I add on the bottom of the sunflower. Again, bringing back those analogous colors, those colors that are on the same side of the color wheel. It's so much easier to connect those colors together, like I'm doing here with green, and then I add hints of blue. Now, what we add to the foreground, and definitely the background, really helps to set the scene. This sunflower can tell us so much about the season, summertime. It can suggest the scale. So we're really close up because we can even see all those lines and texture on the sunflower petals. The fact that this sunflower is in bloom and it's bright and it's not shriveled up and facing down but facing up, this can also suggest a state of health, happiness, and positivity. And the fact that this sunflower is holding up, even with the petals, this sweet little mouse, that shows that it has the resources to thrive. Hi creatives, sorry to interrupt, but real quick, did you know your artist style is like the visual language of your brand? Just like we recognize certain businesses by their logos, their colors, their color palettes, your artist style is how people can recognize you across all the different social media platforms. Your artist style also builds trust and expectation, just like a brand. And that's why I've created my style course called The Original Animal Artists. This is where I give creatives my 5-phase creativity system to help them build unique, authentic originals in a way that surfaces their own personal artist style. Let me quick share what Sammy K from this class said. My experience in the Original Animal Artist course has been revelatory. Your lessons on artist style milestones was incredible. I think it finally gave me the aha I was looking for, and I really appreciate the challenges because they force me to try something new and stretch my skills. This is a class for creatives of all mediums, not just acrylics. So I have the waiting list linked down below. You'll be the first to know when the class opens. All right, guys, let's get back to this mouse. And then we have that mouse. This is the main character of this story, guys. It doesn't matter how tiny your subjects are, they can still have big impact, and you can express that whimsical style even more, I think. Everything from the expression on its face, the angle of its tail, what it's doing can tell us a lot about this mouse and add to that playful, curious, whimsical style. So to play on that joy and that innocence, I exaggerated the smile on this mouse's face. Doesn't it almost look a little mischievous, peeking out from behind these petals? And that upright, curving tail that I exaggerated, that tail to me doesn't indicate anger. It doesn't indicate to me submissiveness. To me, it suggests that the mouse is interested in something. It's curious. Even a bit of humor in the way it almost looks like it might even fall out of the sunflower. The sunflower is leaning a little bit, and what feet we do see, it doesn't look like it has stable footing. To add to that humor, okay, that's a big part of that whimsical style. I made that butt even fluffier and brighter and stick out even more than the reference. Now, I'm such a big fan of the fur texture and adding in hints of abstract colors. So to add to that vitality and that energy, I pull in more violets, also complementing all that yellow in the sunflower. And the last and final touches with those whiskers, they're outstretched forward. They're not down and lifeless, they're up and emphasizing that adorable little smile. All right, creatives, so if you're interested in adding that whimsical feel to your artwork and telling a very compelling, meaningful story like this in your animal art of any medium, I invite you to check out my other course. It's my style course called The Original Animal Artists. I have that link down below in the description, but guys, have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.